Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey guys. How are you today? This evening? Hello, hello. Hola. Hey there. Guys, I'm so happy tonight. I have so many new arrivals. I'm so excited to share them with you. So we are going to go over those in just a second. I am super happy. A lot of new cool things come in. Hey there. I'm so happy. Hello, did my first koozies. Thanks to you. They came out great. Aww. Can you send me a picture of it? I would love to see. I truly enjoy you guys emailing me and messaging me different pictures and different things that you guys make. So I definitely would love to see anything that you guys have made because of tips or anything that I've helped with. It really does mean a lot. Perfect. All right, we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to come in and then we'll get started. I'm super happy. Mel, I did print out my calendar. So I printed it out. I have it up on my desk. So I know what we're doing today and tomorrow. Took me a long time to print it out. Hey, Shakira. Guys, I was so tired last night. I'm happy you're in, Courtney, on time. Let me turn you guys up. Okay, there we go. Melissa has joined. Hello. I beat you this time. Usually you say hey before I can even recognize your name come across because it tells you. So, a lot of new products have come in today, guys. I'm super happy today. Today has been a really good day. I'm excited to share with you guys. Yeah, Courtney, what'd you do? I opened the printer. Yay, I'm so happy that you opened your printer. Now did you turn it on? I'm just playing. Hello, new here. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Peachtree Market. We are doing sublimation, anything to do with how did I know you were gonna say that? We do anything with sublimation. We help you guys with anything that you need help with as far as business or small business owners, etc. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Feel free. All right, so I think we have a lot of people in, so let's go ahead and show the new things. Hey there. So I don't know which one I want to show you first. Okay, first one is probably the chapstick holders. So you guys have been asking about the chapstick holders for a long time. They finally got here today. I'm so happy. So you'll get the chapstick holder and then you'll get the jump. So you have both of those, the key ring, jumps. I don't know, they're like the same thing. But the key rings are in, so I'm really happy. Chapstick holders. And then they have the little slot for you to put your chapstick in. So super cute. And these are the same. Hey there, we do not do stickers. So these are the same material as the wristlets and the hand sanitizer holders. They're called neoprene. I have 50 of the chapstick holders. 50. And I was going to get 100, but I had to get something else with that order, so I chopped down the chapstick holders to get the other thing. But I'm going to show you the other thing. So I think you'll like the other thing more than you like the chapstick holder. So we'll see. The next thing you guys were wanting are the Sublimation Air Fresheners. So I'll open one up to show you. But these are felt air fresheners that you can sublimate on, and they come with the red string. So you just slide them in like this, the red string. Hey there. And then you put it like that. Then you can tie it, and then it goes in your car. So what I've seen a lot of people do is they sub a picture of their family or their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their mom or whoever, and then you put essential oils onto the felt. And it's really thick. It's super thick. So it seeps in the essential oils. And they're really thick and they're sublimatable. So I'm excited to see what you guys make with these. These are going to be really, really cool. We've been waiting on these. They've been stuck in customs for the longest times. They didn't know what they were. And they had to figure out the communication with the supplier to let them be released. So they finally got here. Hey there. Okay. So second item. Third item, you guys. We've been talking about this for so long. Hey there. We have been talking about these things for so long, but they're finally in. And we're going to do some giveaways tonight. So, pop sockets. Aren't you guys so happy we got both colors in? Pop sockets are in. We got black and we got white. The pop sockets are in, and these are for sublimation. So, what you would do, trying to find the thing. So they come with this little disc. Let me show you. So we're gonna open this up. Yes, these are for sublimation. Now, if you're doing a black shirt, then no. But if you're doing a pop socket or something like that, you can. And I'm gonna show you why. So they come with this aluminum disc, and this disc can be sublimated. So what you will do is it comes with two-sided tape, and then you'll put the two-sided tape on the disc and then pop it right there. So whatever you put on this disc is going to go onto the pop socket. And there you go. So these are super, super cool. We got black and we got white. And my supplier is awesome because he sent me a whole bunch of samples. So I'm going to be getting rid of those. I have a couple that he gave out. So we'll do a couple of giveaways tonight. So I'm super excited about that. But I think we should do it kind of interesting regarding that. So he did give me a sample of the heart pop socket. And he gave me a black one and a white one. So we'll be doing like a little giveaway for that. But I'm thinking I want to do kind of a quiz type of thing. I think I want to do like a quiz because I feel like we gain so much knowledge. So I want to know if you guys are really like, you know, learning. I think that we should do like a quiz. We've never did a quiz type thing, so I think that would be fun to do. So he gave me 2 hearts. So I have 2 hearts to go away. And then I have these things. I don't know what these are. The stickers away. No, we didn't. He gave me these. Do you guys know what these are? I truly don't know what these are. I know they go on your phone, obviously, but I don't know what they're for. And they have like the 3M sticker on the back, so I don't know what these are for. Do you guys know what these are for? Holders? Okay. Well, these are a part of the giveaway too. And I think that's it. Yep. I think that's it. Oh, they go on your phone. I think they hold the hot pop socket. I don't know. But we have 4 things to give away. So we have one white heart, if you guys could see it. Come on now. So this is one white heart, and this is a pop socket. So it's a heart pop socket. So we have one of these, and then, ooh, this doesn't want to go back in the bag. So we have the white heart, and then we have the black heart, and then I have these two little grips. So we'll be doing a giveaway, and I think I'm going to do like a quiz type of thing, or just throw them in random orders. But I think this would be great for us to see who's learning and who needs help still. Because my goal is not at the end of the day is to give away stuff or to, you know, get you guys to order, but it's really about learning, right? We're all here to learn. So I think that would be a good way to kind of quiz you guys, right? So, and then the final product, guys. I literally almost cried when I saw these. These are so cute, and I'm so excited to share with you. Can you explain how to fill the ink bottles? Yeah. Let me get back to that, but I will definitely explain it. So let me finish this, and then I'll go over it, okay? Courtney, I promise I'll go over that in just a second, but let me finish this last product. Yeah, give me 1 second, okay? I promise I'll do it. So, last item. Yeah, no, I got it. Guys, I'm so happy. Oh my god. They're here. These are here. They're here. Guys, we have been waiting. Yes, so let me show you. So, of course, it's the necklace, and then it's a locket. So it comes out, oh, wrong side. So these are for sublimation. For those of you who are new here, these are for sublimation. So this little part here, there's a disc, just like the pop socket. It goes right here in the locket. So you'll sublimate on the disc, put it inside of the sunflower, and then when you're done, close it back up. How cute! Oh my god! I'm so happy. And then we have the silver ones. Same way. So, you see, you add the sublimation picture, whatever you want. And then you close it. And then it pops together. So we have both of those. We can sublimate a picture, but the problem is, like, I really don't, I don't know. I think I will probably just have to do my dog. Someone has asked me to do this a couple times before, and I really just don't want to put a picture, you know, and show you guys pictures. But I think that we can. I would just have to do it beforehand because I live stream off my phone. So we'll have to, like, I'll have to pick a picture beforehand. But I could probably do my dog or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I just felt iffy and weird about it. But regardless, we have the sunflower necklaces in. So I'm super happy about these. And I think a lot of you who are new, you don't know this, but for the past couple of weeks that we've been doing TikTok lives, we have noticed a trend in our group, and the trend is sunflowers. So my supplier sent me a picture of these necklaces saying that they could be for sublimation, and I had no clue how you guys would respond, but I thought that you would respond pretty well due to it being sunflowers, and I think these are going to be really great Mother's Day gifts. So imagine taking that picture with your mom and then putting it in the locket and giving it to your mom for Mother's Day. I think that would be a really, really cool idea. And they're really inexpensive. They're $4. Yep, everything is available on the website. So we have the gold, and then we have the silver. And then the chapstick holders. We have the air fresheners. And then we have the pop sockets. So the pop sockets are in stock. We have the white ones, and then we have the black ones. So we have a lot of new arrivals today. Yesterday we only had a couple, and we had the hand sanitizer holders and the wristlets. So we have a lot of stuff coming in. So the next thing I just wanted to tell you guys is that the leather wallets, they're in Tennessee. So I should get them to probably tomorrow, or what is it, Thursday. The pillowcases, they're still in customs. They're in Chicago. So I'm waiting for them to be released from customs. They're in Chicago. So when they get released, it shouldn't be too much longer. So hopefully we'll have those in the next couple days. The earrings, they arrived in Chicago. So I think someone was really excited for earrings. The earrings are going to be coming soon. They're still in customs. And the AirPod cases, they're here in Atlanta, but they haven't been released from international customs yet. So we're just waiting on a couple more things. You guys also, if you're a part of my Facebook group, I had a couple of new products hit my Facebook group today, and it's just, you know, new products that have hit the sublimation world. And some are tumblers and some are the compact mirrors. I did go ahead and order the compact mirrors today. But if you're interested in this new type of, we are going to see about this new tumbler. It's called the 22 ounce Fatty, and it's Fatty. It's called the Fatty. And basically it's a 22 ounce straight tumbler, but it's just more wider, if that makes sense. It's just wider. So we have that. I don't know if you guys are interested, but majority of you want the air, not the AirPod cases, but the mirrors. So I was able to order the mirrors today. So I have rose gold, black, silver, and gold coming in of the compact mirrors. So those are all the announcements. So let's start off with the first Q&A. So let me see. Can you explain how to fill the ink bottles? So are you talking about the how to fill the actual eco tank, or how to or like what are you needing help with exactly? Because if you bought Cosmos ink comes with the bottles already, so you shouldn't have to fill anything up besides just popping it onto your printer. So which one are you needing help with? Melissa, Grey Grams Creations, I am not ordering the UV tumblers. I did not get a lot of feedback on it. We would need at least 3 people to order 25 of each. And they did not. Only you and one other person were interested. So we wouldn't be able to proceed with the UV tumblers. Now, if I can get enough people interested in the UV tumblers, then I can order them. But as of right now, it doesn't look promising. How to fill the eco tank. Okay, so I can show you guys that. Yeah, first off, what sublimation ink did you buy? Did you buy Cosmos ink, or did you buy Printer's Jack? I think I saw you say something about a syringe earlier, so I'm not sure. The UV tumblers, they're white tumblers that are white, and then once they go in the sun, they change a different color. So like pink, blue, coral, green, purple. There were different ones. They're on my Facebook group. something off of Amazon. Okay, Courtney, could you tell me if your ink actually says Sublimation Ink on it? Because there's Printer's Jack, and Printer's Jack is on Amazon. And so if you buy off of Amazon, sometimes it defaults to the regular ink. So can you double check and make sure it says Sublimation Ink? I really thought the UV tumblers would be a big hit. I did too, but I didn't get a lot of feedback on them. I think it was because of the price, but I mean, I'm giving them to you at a really decent price. Yeah, it's Peachtree Market Co. The link is in my bio. It's in my group, but my group is called Peachtree Market Co. Sublimation Help. So I will show you guys. I don't know if I have any ink. Let me see. Because I already filled up this tank, so let me check. Printer's Jack. And you sure it says Sublimation Ink, right? Okay, so I have blue. I wasn't on your Facebook then, but I would bought the UV. My comments keep showing up like a faded gray. It's so weird. It's never done that before. Maybe Mel, go ahead and close out the app and then come back and see if it changes it. We're still, if you guys are still interested in the UV tumblers, then we can always order them. It's not like we can't get them, but I just need enough interest to order them. So I'm waiting on Courtney to let me know. Yes, so when your ink levels get really low, and I'm going to show you here. Let me scoot this down. So when your ink level gets probably right around there to the second line where that arrow is, then you can add the new ink. But it has to be really, really, really low. Don't all sub ink comes with syringes? No. And I'm going to show you why Cosmos ink is the best ink. Can you add Cosmos to Printer's Jack? Yep, but it has to be really low. So if you filled your printer up with Printer's Jack, you would have to wait until it's really, really low. So where my finger is, that's how low it has to be. Yes, Cosmos ink is better. I'm looking for a tutorial setting up the Epson 15000. I'm on your site, but I don't see it. I don't have a tutorial on setting up the 15000. I only have a video on showing you how to set up the 2720, but it is the same process. And it's in my Facebook group, not my actual website. The printer settings, we have videos on YouTube, and we also have the printer settings on our website. So that way it's a download printable, and you can go there. But I can show you in a minute. Where do you buy Cosmos ink? You can buy it in the link in my bio. Okay, so I only have this color left, which is blue. And this is why Cosmos ink is the best ink. And I'm going to show you. When you buy your printer, it's going to come with this ink, right? So let me show you guys. So when you buy your printer, if you buy the 2720, whatever printer you buy, it's going to come with these bottles of ink. Right? You guys remember this, right? This ink is not sublimation ink. Not sublimation ink. If you put this in your eco tank, this is just regular printer's ink. So just inkjet ink. This has nothing to do with sublimation. This is not sublimation ink at all. Okay? So, what you want to do is you want to set these aside, keep them in its packaging, and you can sell these. I sold the set, my first set, this is the set from the 15,000, but the first set I sold for about $50 on Mercari. So people actually buy this because people actually use regular ink, right? Yep, exactly. So once you got your printer is empty. Your tanks are empty. And they want you to add this ink. Do not add this ink. You want to put this aside. Okay? And I'm going to leave one out to show you the comparison. Okay? This is the regular ink that the printer comes with. And this is Cosmos ink bottle. Cosmos ink, Sublimation ink, Epson compatible. This is the bottle for Cosmos. This is the bottle from Epson. It looks exactly the same. The only difference is that this bottle has sublimation ink and this bottle has regular inkjet ink. Okay? So the reason why this is important and the reason why you don't need syringes or anything like that is that Cosmos ink made the bottles to be exactly the same as Epson. So what you do is you take your ink, find your color. Okay? So black, yellow, magenta, and cyan. CMYK. You're going to find the blue. So this one says cyan. You're going to match this color up to that color there. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is take off the top. And do you see that hole there? It's a keyed hole. And it fits this printer exactly. So you just pop open that blue tab. Take this, flip it over, and pop it on. And there you go. That's it. That is how easy it is to fill up your printer with sublimation ink instead of regular ink. And then you just put the lid back on and take this little blue tab and pop it on, and boom, you're done. That's it. And you do it for all 4 colors. So black, yellow, magenta, and cyan. Same thing for the 15,000. So here's the 15,000. The only thing different with the 15,000 is that you have to lift it up from over here. So you're going to take your hand, lift it up, and it's going to catch. This blue part is going to catch. Okay? So it's going to sit up like that. Now you're going to take this part, just like the 2720, and pop that back. So now we're going to find cyan, right? Because that's the color I have. Pop the tab open. Make sure this bottle says cyan. That says cyan. Take off the top and pop it onto the printer and let it fill up. And that's it. Super, super easy. When you're done, take it off, put the lid back on, and then if you have some left, just store it in your closet. And you're done. Close that back. And that's it. Super easy. And that's why I suggest getting Cosmos ink, because Printer's Jack does not have that. Does it go the long way? What do you mean? Can't wait to do those. Let's see. I'm not sure what Sublimation Ink is. WOKOK. I've never heard of that before. So I'm not sure. So does that all make sense to you guys on how to set the printers up? Does the ink go a long way? Yes. So you guys have been asking me when's the last time I refilled my printer. I just refilled my printer about the end of last week, the 15,000. And the last time I refilled it was January 22nd. So I looked at my orders from Cosmos Ink. The last time I bought Cosmos Ink was January 22nd. And I just refilled it April the 9th. April the 9th. So it lasts a while. And I print almost 50 to 100 pages a day. So your ink is going to last you a long time. I use both printers every single day and it lasts a long time. Now, if you print a lot more than 50 to 100 pages, then it's probably going to run out a little bit faster, right? But it just depends on how much printing you do. I buy all my paper usually off of Amazon. If you head to the link in my bio, you can buy the same paper. Yep. It is a lot of paper. I do run through a lot of paper. Do you have to wait until the ink is all gone until you refill it with Sublimation Ink? Now, if you have this printer already and you put the regular ink inside of it, you will have to either take a syringe and drain it out and then add the ink, or return it and get a new one. After that, you could just maybe wait until it gets really, really low and then add the Sublimation Ink on top of it. If you don't print every day, will your ink dry up? Not at all. I've left my printers for almost 2 weeks and I came back, tested a page, thought I was going to have to do all this maintenance, and I did nothing. I just printed one page and it was like I'd never left. So it's okay that if you don't use it every day, it's going to be fine. There are days where I take breaks. So like on my weekends, I'm not in my office printing pages. I'm relaxing. So you do not have to use your printer every day. The ink is not going to dry up. And I think a lot of times we forget that these are just printers, guys. They're just printers. So they're not a real big fancy machine, you know, they're not like the commercial machines where you have to keep up the maintenance and etc. These are just regular printers. They don't know that we put Sublimation Ink in them. They're still going to run as a printer, right? Also, do you have to leave it on? I do leave mine on. It does help to not clog the print heads. Yep. You don't have to leave it on, but I do. So, I missed the sublimation paper talk. Crafty Kimberly, I use Text Print R. I use 3 different kinds, so let me get those kinds for you. The different sizes. I use a couple different sizes. If I can find it. Okay. I don't know where I put it. Okay. So, I have the 11 by 17. It's Text Print R. And then I have the 13 by 19. And it's the Text Print R. And then I have the 8.5 by 11, but I can't find that box right now. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. And here's the 8.5 by 11. So I have all 3 sizes. Here's the first size, 8.5 by 11. This one prints the 2720. So 8.5 by 11. The next 2 sizes of paper goes to the 15,000. And it's the 11 by 17. and then the 13 by 19. So that's the difference between the 2720 and the 15,000. The 2720 prints 8.5 by 14. It prints longer, not wider. The 15,000 prints up to 13 by 19. So May, Ali, those are the differences between those. Thank you for the gift from the live that I got in my order. You're awesome. Did you make the TikTok I saw today? I didn't get a chance to comment yet, but I think you mentioned me in your TikTok, and you got the license plate, correct? I want to make sure. If you don't print every day, okay, we already answered that. Do you have to wait until, okay, we already answered that. Just another crafty bee. I buy from Etsy or Design Bundles. Do you know, did you guys know? Oh, yeah. I got a gray shirt from All Day Shirts. I think 65% poly soft style gilding, and it didn't turn white. Not all colors bleach. So you would have to look at the heather colors. The heather Gildan soft styles are the ones that bleach. All right, what other questions do you guys have? I know you have a lot more questions, so what other questions do you have? And it doesn't have to be pertaining to sublimation. Okay, perfect. I heard a few people say you should leave it on. Love Techstar, yep. What size do you recommend for the shot glass that you have on your website? For sublimation transfers or sublimation paper? Mel, yes, you definitely should get the 120G. I can't even talk today, y'all. You should get the 120G, and the reason you want to get the 120G is the 125G is the grams and the weight of the paper. So the 125 is going to give you a lot of issues with ink splattering onto your page, and then also the weight of it can cause it to jam in your printer. So get the 120G. When using transfer paper printing, can I use Sublimation Ink or do I use regular ink? I'm not sure what you mean. So if you're planning on making a sublimation transfer, then you would need to use the printer with Sublimation Ink. Can the 15,000 do the small prints? Of course. I've heard mixed reviews about the 2720. What do you think? I love it. I've had it for almost 2 years now, and it's never given me an issue. If you guys order 3-inch sublimation transfers for me, why am I going to turn on my 15,000 if I have the 2720? I'll just print out the smaller prints, and then all my bigger prints I do on the 15,000. So I typically run both at the same time, so that way I can get a lot more prints. After you put the ink in the printer, are there any special settings or just use typical printer settings? Yes, there are settings that you would need. I would suggest going on to my website. I have a downloadable printer settings guide, so that way you can learn how to do it. I ordered the mug sublimation paper thanks to you. Awesome. Did you do Epson updates? Yes. So when it comes to Epson, EcoTanks only, you can update your printer. When it comes to the workforce Epsons, you cannot update the workforce. You can update the EcoTanks. Okay, I'm going to leave a comment. I'm so happy you got the license plate tag. So if I'm starting, I can just buy the big one? Of course. My name is Anissa. I placed my order today. So excited. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. I just joined. I bought an Epson 2720. How does it work? You would just add your sublimation ink. And then after you add your ink, then you will start printing. Do you know the exact measurements a design should be when printing a 2720? That's a hard question to answer. It just depends on what you're doing. So if you plan on doing a mug, it's not going to be the same size as a t-shirt. So could you tell me what type of design you're trying to do? And then that way I could kind of guide you. I used the guide you had online and it helped so much. Thank you. Thank you. Did you get a lot of the tumbler wraps? I told my friends about them and they're going to order. Yes, I have some left. I had about 10 more in on Monday and I think I have like 6 or so left. Do you know, okay, where do you buy ink again? Cosmos Ink, the link is in my bio. What heat press do I use? I use the StarCraft 15 by 15 heat press. Paper, I use Tex Print R. Okay, good. I'm happy I got it. Okay. Any more questions? Any more questions? Okay. So what size is the t-shirt? Does that bottle last? And I wrap the shot glasses with the bigger silicone wrap. You can, I would suggest just using the mug, the shot glass wrap, but you can. And the ink does last. What kind of sublimation do you make with the bigger printer? So I offer up to a 12-inch sublimation transfer. So I'll show you guys some of them if you would like. These are the ones I did today, but you can make really big prints with the 2720. I mean, with the 15,000, not the 2720, sorry. With the 2720, you can only go longer. You can't go wider. So this is one that I printed with the 2720. And as you can see, they're really small. And this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So these are the sizes she requested. And this is what you can do off of the 2720. This is the type of print you can make with the 15,000. So this is a bigger print. Let's see. This one is a bigger print. You wouldn't be able to make this off of the 2720. You would need to either piece it together or use a bigger printer. This one. Ooh. Let's see. If you go to my page under tumblers, it will tell you. I have the 2720. Do you know what settings I would need to have? Yes, if you go to my page, I have a printable for you to download, or you can go to my YouTube channel and it will walk you through all of the settings. So we've did multiple videos regarding settings. A size large. So I would say you would need a 10-inch design at least. A 9.5 or 10-inch design. Is there any specific settings you set the printer to get the best quality? Yes. If you head over to my website, I have a download that you can download. It's $1 and it will help you with your print settings. I'm going to do my first vendor event next month. I would like to do custom orders. What do you think? When it comes to a vendor event, I would honestly take a notepad and offer it, but when you go, you should have already made products that can sell. What's the best printer for that? I'm starting and want to do shirts, hats, etc. I would recommend, if you want to, then you should definitely get the 15,000. So if you're wanting to do up to a 3X and have no hassle, then just get the 15,000 or the 16,000 or the 16,500. You wouldn't be able to. So for you can't print a 13-inch design on landscape with the 2720. It's not possible unless you print them separately and then piece them together. But just with one print, you wouldn't be able to. You do need a different ink for sublimation. You need Sublimation Ink. So like this is way bigger. Definitely way bigger than a regular printer. I'm kind of confused. We add the Cosmos ink and then set up the printer and then install the drivers. Yep, exactly. What do you think is the best way to price your items? I answered this a couple days ago. It just depends on what you want to charge for labor and what you pay for all your items. So when you price an item, you need to think of shipping, you need to think of the ink, the paper, the supplies you needed, and then either double it or triple it. Why does the ET 15,000 take so long to print? I'm not sure. Mine's print pretty fast. I use Silhouette Studio. If you have the 3760, can I do a bigger of an image than a 2720? No, you cannot. The 3760 prints the exact same size as the 2720. It prints 8.5 by 14, so it prints longer, not wider. Yes, I'm starting and want to do shirts and hats and was wondering if she recommends buying both printers or just the bigger printer. So I advised if you want to do up to a 3X shirt, then I would just offer you getting the 15,000. But if you plan on doing like kids shirts, just trinkets, mugs, keychains, then the 2720 would be good for you. You can do larger shirts, but you would have to learn how to split the image and piece them together. And I was just not willing to do that, so I bought the 15,000. And this is for Angie. I have seen dish towels with prints on them. Do they make dish towels for sub? They do. Do you have a download to buy that may have info to help the time mine is taking to print? I would honestly check your Wi-Fi connection, honestly, because I was having that problem, but mine's is actually connected to a cord. So if you have the 15,000, you want to get one of these cords. I got it from Walmart. It's just a USB cord that looks like this. And you can plug it into your printer and then connect it to your computer. And they come really long. So I got like a 18-foot cord. And that way I can still sit at my desk and print. But it honestly could be your Wi-Fi. I know that you're saying, oh, well, my Wi-Fi is good and it's working fine. But there's a connection between the printer and the Wi-Fi, and I have really high-speed internet, the best internet that they offer, and it still was giving me problems. So I would suggest getting a cord, and I think that would help. Hales.00. When you just said size, is that 9.5 or 10? So you can't use the 2720 for a large. You can just do like a 9, do a 9-inch. I mean, I really can't say you can't do it. You can, but I didn't offer, I think I only offered a small or a medium when I did the 2720, because the only size you can print up to is 8.5 by 11. So for a large shirt, you want to make the design at least a 9.5 or a 10-inch. And you wouldn't be able to do that with the 8.5 by 11 paper because the width is only 8.5. So I would suggest learning how to split your image to make it bigger, or just go with like a 9-inch design. Do you print designs? For example, if I sent you a design, would you be able to print it? Yes, I would. Miss GTOU, thank you so much. You're the first that has took the time to help. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, any more questions? Metal, is there a way to fix it myself? Quick question. One of the sublimation tumblers I ordered came with a scratch, and you can see it. Did you order it for me? Or you just ordered? If it's scratched all the way, then there would not be a way for you to fix it. I couldn't find the printer downloads. It's under printable downloads. I can show you where they are. From me? Okay, can you email me your order number and a picture of the scratch? Because we inspect all of our tumblers before we send them out. So I would like to see the scratch before, and then I can send you another one. You're welcome. Is there a way for the 2720 to print completely borderless? No. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I don't know of a way. Are we still subbing today? Yes, we are. We're about to wrap up the Q&A right now. Last minute for questions. Any questions? And then we'll get started on sublimation. Yes, we are wrapping up the Q&A. Will you be getting in wine tumblers? I mean, I think you're the only one that buys them. I put last time, I think I put in like a case, and they sat there forever. Why doesn't a Cricut Easy Press work? It does. I use a Cricut Easy Press all the time. I use it. I didn't buy my, I'll show you. Hold on. So this is my heat press now, and this heat press cost $350, so this was expensive. This is not A heat press is very expensive, guys, so I'm not saying to just go run out and get a heat press. Yes, you will definitely get better results, but as you can see right here, I have my Cricut Easy Press, and this is what I started off with, and I did just fine. So you definitely can use the Cricut Easy Press. You just got to use a lot more weight. How do you sub on curved tumblers? You would have to find a wrap for it. You would have to find a different type of wrap for it, so that way it could wrap around the tumbler. Can you make an all-white print? Not with sublimation. So sublimation does not print white at all. Clear sublimation vinyl. I think they've just been using clear vinyl and they're subbing on it. I don't think that they have made a brand just for sublimation that's clear, if that makes sense. You're welcome. I did not name my Easy Press. Yes, you would have to get a screen print. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to switch roles now. I think that was a good Q&A. As always, if you have any questions and I couldn't get to you while we're on live because of the questions that are coming in, please feel free to reach out to me. I have an email open to you guys for help, so peachtreemarketco@gmail.com. If you can't email, Instagram. If you can't Instagram, I'm on Facebook. If you can't Facebook, you can shoot me a message here on TikTok. We're literally everywhere. So if you need our help, please reach out. I definitely don't mind helping you guys, or you can actually send a message through my website. You can sublimate on white Easy Subli for darker clothes, yes, but you can't just, or white glitter vinyl, but it can't just be the regular HTV. It would have to have the poly coating, which Easy Subli has, or it has the glitter. So that brings me to another question. I was presented with the opportunity to sell the Easy Subli. So are you guys interested in that? I don't know much about it, but you guys are always asking about the white vinyl. I just kind of declined because I didn't know this is something that we would want to do. But if you're interested in that, I can get that product in and then we could sell it. Okay. Now, I'm just forewarning you. It is expensive. So I have to buy a roll and then I have to cut them down into sheets. So if you're interested, then I can do it. But it is expensive. They're going to be like, I want to say $4 a sheet. So they're pretty expensive. Still need to name my new heat press. I think I would if I knew more about it. So basically what it is you've been to Michael's and you bought regular white heat transfer vinyl, right? So regular heat transfer vinyl you've bought. So what this heat transfer vinyl is called is Easy Subli, and basically you will cut out the design, your offset of the design on your Cricut or your Silhouette, and then you would sublimate on the white vinyl. So that is basically what it is. It's a gist of it. It's going to be a learning curve, but I do have the option to buy that. I just didn't think that you would be interested, because we kind of steer away from Cricut as much as we can. I think the sheets would be 11 by 17. I'm not sure. I would have to check. Yeah, it is very interesting, but that is the way a lot of people do it. My thought was getting a white toner printer, but we're not even going to talk about that. So let me go get the shirt that we're sublimating on, and then we're going to pick a shirt design that we're going to do. Is that so you can put it on darker shirts? Yes. I would want to see a demo first. Yeah. I think we should think about it because I don't know if that's the route I want to go. I think it's a good option to offer you guys crafting supplies and different things like that. But I just don't know if I want to go that direction, you know? So I have to think about it. But I have to look at pricing first because first of all, it's very expensive to get. And then second of all, it's going to be not expensive, but it can add up quickly. If you bought like 1 or 2 sheets, it's not a big deal. But if you bought a lot, it would probably add up quickly. So I definitely have to think about that. Sublimation seems so much easier. It is. Okay, let's get started. Let me go get the shirt and turn on the heat press, and then we can pick a design. I'm excited to do this shirt because a lot of people don't know that you can sublimate on a shirt that is like of a gray tone and it looks and feels like cotton. A lot of people think that you would have to do bleaching. So, do I sell any color changing vinyl? I do not. So, a lot of people think that in order to use a colored shirt or to get a cotton feel shirt, you have to bleach the shirt and all of that stuff. But there are alternative ways. So, I want to show you a way that I do. So, let's do that. Let me get the shirt, turn on the heat press, and then we'll pick out a design. So give me 1 second. Okie dokie. So this is the shirt. This is called a Bella Canvas 3005. So I'm going to write it down. $3,005. 3005. Okay? Now, let me show you the great part about it. %91 polyester. 91% polyester. Okay, it feels just like cotton. It looks just like cotton, but it's not. It's 91% polyester. So these sublimate amazing. They're great. I love them. So I thought this would be an alternative way because a lot of people don't like to bleach. Let's just be honest, guys. Sometimes I don't like to bleach. And I mean, I think that's with everyone. Bleach smells, okay? And especially if it gets on your skin, it can irritate you. And bleaching is not for everyone. So, no, they are not. I can get them on the site, but they are sold out all the time. So it's hard to get them in. But I definitely can try. But they are, because I have an account to where I can order, but they're always sold out. So it's hard to. If you guys didn't know much about Bella, is that Bella Canvas, they are not. They are not. Bella Canvas, I'm going to put my hand through. So just like a regular shirt. Yep. So the thing about this is that some people don't want to bleach a shirt, guys. Bleach is not for everybody. Bleach is not for every single person. Not every single person that you go into a mall or see, they're not going to be wearing a bleach shirt. Bleach shirts are for a certain audience, for a certain type of person. There are some people that just want a white shirt with the sublimation design, or this type of shirt with the sublimation design. So I want to show you guys how well this sublimates. And then, yep, I knew they were sold out. They're always sold out. They're really hard to get. So let's pick a design. I do want to pick a design that's on my website. So let's try to pick a design, and then we can get sublimating. So I'm going to show you why I love these shirts. I'm super excited about this because there's so many different ways. I don't think they're solid gray. I don't think there's any that are solid gray. Oh, no. I didn't have a design in mind. I don't think so. I had a design in mind for the cup. For the Starbucks cup, but you guys picked the opposite ones of what I wanted to do. I think that's what it meant. You can sub on rayon, but it's not going to turn out as good as you think. Yep. No worries. Okay, so let's pick a design. I have so many designs. The butterfly. Okay, let me see something here. So you cannot do it on black. So let's go to my website and we'll pick a design. If you guys haven't been to my website, this is my website. I love it so much. I work so hard on this, guys. You have no clue. Let's do Grow Girls. Let's grow, girls. Grow your own way. We could do that one. So this is my website. It's Peachtree Market Co. This is my website. So let's go to transfers and let's see what kind of designs I have. So I have the motherhood design, small business owner, high tides, good vibes, set yourself free. Any of those ring a bell to you guys? Any of you like those? I don't like that. The mom one's cute. I don't want to do the mom one. You guys are saying the butterfly. Let's see what else. Freebird. Oh, I love Freebird. Motherhood. I don't want to do motherhood. Not feeling the motherhood thing today. Freebird, Freebird, Freebird. Where's the other MTV design that's multicolored? Oh, it's on there. Here, let me go back. So if you click on this motherhood design, I have all of them here. So you have this one, or the camo, or the checkered, or the tie-dye. So they're all there. So y'all want this design? Freebird. I don't want to do anything with baseball. Or mama. I don't want to do anything with mama. And I guess I could tell you guys why. So my mom, if you guys don't know, but my mom passed away in 2010. So when it gets a little past my birthday and it's starting to creep up on Mother's Day, it's a really hard time for me, even though she's been gone for a while. But that's why I kind of get a little shy or get a little weird when it comes to Mother's Day. It's a very sensitive time because my mom died after Mother's Day. So it's a little tough for me. And my mom is actually buried in Germany. She's not buried here in the States. So for me to see my mom, I have to, take a plane and go all the way to Germany. So that's why it's a little tough for me. So a lot of the mom designs is just for you guys. But usually around this time, I don't really make too much mama things, if that makes sense. So that's just a little backstory on me. I want to see the lighter colors on the lighter shirt. Oh, it's okay, guys. So I just want you to know that. Usually right after my birthday is when it gets kind of weird. The last time I talked to my mom was a couple of days after my birthday, and then in May she passed after Mother's Day. And I didn't talk to her for that long because you guys have to remember, this is before social media and phones and all that stuff. This is when I was a little younger. And there were cell phones, but it wasn't like how it is now, where you can jump on a Zoom or a Skype. And my mom, she didn't really have technology like that. So the last time I talked to my mom was a little after my birthday, and then my mom passed away a couple days after Mother's Day. So this time right here is like kind of tough. So that's why I just, kind of get a little weird when it comes to mom stuff. But okay, regardless, we're not doing any sad stories today. So yes, I'm half German. So my mom, she was buried in Germany. Oh, it's okay. Okay, so are we all good with Freebird? Is everybody good with Freebird? We could do Freebird if that's what you guys want. I know. I'm sorry, Shakira. Okay, everyone, we're going to do Freebird, right? All right, Freebird it is. Okay, and then someone had asked about the little red box. Who was it? Someone asked, I think it was Between Two Mountains. You asked about the red box, so let me show you. So I like that, but I saw that if you love me, let me sleep. Okay, so you were asking about the red box. So basically we're in Silhouette Studio. I'm going to delete this. And what you're going to do is over here on this panel, there is a box right here. It has a drawing tool. And then you're going to click the rectangle and then draw a little rectangle out. And then make sure you click your cursor back. And then you can change this size to whatever size you're wanting. So we'll do, I don't know, a 10 by 10. So whatever size you want it to be, you'll make that box that size. So that, and the reason I do this, and I know there's probably different ways for you guys to measure your designs and stuff like this, but I sell sublimation transfers. So if a customer orders a 10-inch design, I have to make sure that the design is 10 inches. Because if not, if they measure, it's off a little bit. So I use this box to make sure I'm getting that exact size. No, I don't usually. I don't really use vinyl for anything. And yes, the negative space. So the negative space is where the box comes into play really good. If there's negative space around the PNG, then you can make sure it's sized to the correct size. So let's open up Freebird. I think we need to open up our sizing guide. And if you guys are interested in the sizing guide, then you can head over to my website. I have the size guide up. But since we are going to be doing a shirt, this is my sublimation sizing and placement guide. So this is something that is going to help you Someone asked, how do I get my customers to go with a white shirt? I only offer those colors or this color of Bella Canvas or a bleach shirt. So anything I make, I will put that up. I don't put anything else up on my website. So if I can't do it like on a black shirt, I'm not going to show them a black shirt design and then when they order, they're like, oh, I want it on black shirt. I just offer only what I can make. So this is available on my website. It would be great, guys, if you could just purchase it. It's $1. So definitely head over to the website. So we're doing a small shirt. So the design, no, I don't really take custom shirts. So for a small, we need to do a 9 or a 9.5. So it says it right here on our design size. So let's exit out of that. And then we're going to make our box a 9.5. All right. And I'm going to click merge. Someone was asking about print settings earlier, so I guess while we're here, we can do that just a little bit. I'm not going to go detailed into it, but we can do it a little. So here's the Freebird PNG. All right. Huge, right? Well, no, you did not say that. So if you see this design, it says 11 inches by 17 inches. Obviously, that's not how big we're going to do it. So we need to size it down so it can fit in this box. So you have to use Silhouette Studio. So with Silhouette Studio, you can change your paper size. This is a 13 by 19 box, and I don't think I'm going to use this paper. Unless you guys want me to. I mean, I can only use 11 by 17 or 13 by 19. So which one do you guys want me to use? We're going to have to use the 15,000 for this shirt to make this bigger print. So do you guys want me to use 11 by 17 paper or 13 by 19 paper? $11 by 17. So over here on your page setup, you have to change the paper size, the width and the height. Oh, nothing's going to be wasted. We don't waste around here. We're going to load it up with freebies. Well, regardless, I don't have, my little box is empty. I think I only have one freebie. Yep, I only have one freebie left. So I need to print out some more freebies. So whatever size we pick is fine. Finally, yay! Okay, so I think we'll do the 1319 since the 13 by 19 since I'm already on here. And I honestly want to make this a little bigger. So I'm just going to make it a little bigger. Now I'm going to go to Object and I'm going to go to Mirror. Would you be able to do this with the 2720? You would have to make the print smaller. You can print out the same design, but this 13 by 19 sheet you would not be able to. I think I'm going to do small business owner freebies. So I'm just going to make these small. And then just fit some on there. Try to get as many as I can on the page. You can make shirts. You would just have to learn how to size and split your images. Alright, so we got 6 freebies out of that. which is cool. All right, so now let's load the paper into the 15,000. We're doing the big boy today. Still haven't named my printer, so if you guys would like to name her, go ahead and name her. Still haven't named her. Can you do a video showing how, please? I don't know how to split images. That's why I bought the bigger printer. I didn't want to learn how, and I thought it was very frustrating. So that's why I purchased the bigger printer. Okay, so we're going to need the 13 by 19 paper. 13 by 19 paper. The big printer is $600. Okay, it's printing out. And very hard to find. Where did you... The bigger printer is worth it, guys. It is worth it. Where did you get your paper from? The link is in my bio. If you have Silhouette Studio, it's super easy. I have just recently learned how. And good luck trying to find them. They're sold out everywhere. That is not true. They are not sold out everywhere. When you're looking online, it's going to show that it's sold out. But I promise you guys, if you go in store, you will find one. I've had about 6 ladies message me and saying that they took my advice and they found one right down the street from them because they just didn't want to walk into the store. So they are in the store. You have to call and see if they're in the store. But I promise you will be able to find one. Big Betsy. Peaches, big peaches. Astrid. So guys, when I bought this printer a couple years ago, this is the 2720. When I bought this a couple years ago, I didn't know where this business was going to go. It was just something that I wanted to try to see if I liked it. I paid for this printer with the money I made from this printer. So don't just think you have to go rush and buy the 15,000. It's $600, you know. If you got it like that, great. But some people, you know, can't afford that right off the bat, and I could not. So I had to work hard, make enough money with my 2720, and then once I did that, I bought the 15,000 for $600. I've been looking for 2 months, going into store after store looking for it. Trust me. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to, maybe in your area, I'm not going to say that they're not sold out, but I've had 6 ladies in the past week tell me that they took my advice and they've called different states. They have called different stores. They have called other than surrounding states. They've called across, you know, the other part of the United States, and they have found the printer. So I'm sure that it's possible. I've had about 6 different people tell me that they found one just this week because they took the advice of calling other states. So I'm not sure what's in your area, but it could be sold out in your area. But I'm just going off based off the feedback that I got. Yep, you'll make your money back on this printer. For sure. Yep. Staples is good. Office Depot is good. So call a different state. Call a different state. I live in Georgia, and I got this printer from Connecticut. So it is possible. You have to call different states. Ordered my 15,000 from Dell. They gave me back order date for June. Was going to cancel the order. Yep, they ship it to you. I bought this from Connecticut and they shipped it to me. You have to call the store and they will ship the printer. If they have it in the store, they will ship it to you. See? I can't even figure out how to use Inkscape or Silhouette. I would suggest checking out my YouTube channel. I have a whole bunch of tutorials on Silhouette and how to print. Well, it's gonna work, guys, I promise. Yep. The website is always going to say out of stock. Yep. So did we come up with a name? Oh, I didn't have to sign for mine. They just dropped it. It's Peachtree Market Co. is my YouTube. Did we name this? Yep, they don't update their online. Epson did make a sublimation printer, but this is the thing, guys. Epson has already had sublimation printers before this whole trend of doing sublimation into the eco tanks. Epson makes commercial sublimation printers for years, way before this started. But because of this trend, they made an eco tank. And I don't know the name of it, but it only prints 8.5 by 14. And it costs more than the 2720. I think it costs $400. And it is for sublimation, but it only prints 8.5 by 14. And it costs $400. So why would you buy that unless you can find the 2720 and pay $200 and then save $200? I don't know. I just wouldn't buy it. Okie dokie. Locked-in collection. Yes, you can have it on your MacBook and Windows. You just have to download the drivers. You can always use the smaller paper on the bigger printer. I like Princess Peach. So who said Princess Peach? I like that. Who said Princess Peach? I love Princess Peach. I think that's cute. Princess Peach. Okay. Now let's go to the heat press. Here's the heat press, guys. I know. I should buy her. What's the first step, guys? When you're sublimating a shirt, what's the first step? Lint roll, yes. No, you don't pre-press your shirt. No pre-press. We're not doing vinyl. Yes. Lint roll and butcher paper. Yep. So when it comes to sublimation, you do not have to do the pre-press. And let me tell you why. When you do sublimation, the ink infuses into the fabric. It's not like vinyl. So you can choose to do a pre-press. The reason I do not is because sublimation is a ink release. It's a heat sublimation dye, right? So it's heat activated. So if I press this shirt right now and then I put my sublimation transfer on top of it, the heat that's in the shirt is going to transfer the press, the transfer. So the ink it could possibly release to the shirt because of the heat. That makes sense. So some people may pre-press, but unfortunately I do not. That is not the way I was taught. So I do not pre-press. You pre-press when it comes to heat transfer vinyl. But if I heat this shirt to 400 degrees and then slide my transfer on there, it could definitely possibly transfer because of the heat. Butcher paper. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you guys up, but I'm going to flip you around. Let me see if I can do this. Here we go with the stand. It won't work. It won't work. It won't stay. There we go. Okie dokie. So we have sorry, my stand, guys. My husband has to fix it again. It's broken. Again. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you guys how I line up my shirts. So as you guys know, that this is a V-neck, right? So since it's a V-neck, the V-neck is usually the middle of the shirt. So you want to take your transfer, okay? And you want to line up the transfer with the V-neck. Okay? Now you want to add one piece of tape here, and then you want to add another piece of tape there. Yes, you have to put butcher paper in between the silicone wrap. If not, the ink will get onto the wrap. All right. And so now we're going to add another piece of butcher paper on top. And we're going to press for 60 seconds. So 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Yeah. I was just moving the camera. There's not one thing I can't lint roll, y'all. I'm in love with lint rolling. For shirts, it's always 400 degrees. Sublimation is a heat-activated dye. So if you don't use a high temp, then it won't sublimate. All right, it's ready. All right, here's the butcher paper. All right, then let's rip it off. You ready? Here we go. So this is the transfer. Not much ink on it. All the ink went to the shirt. Yes, you need to mirror. All right, and then I'm going to switch you guys back over. I'm going to show you guys the shirt. I guess we'll put it on Miss Peach over there. Take the butcher paper out. How do you keep the paper line from showing on the shirt? You have to adjust your pressure. How do I do it on Silhouette? You have to go to Object and then Mirror. I do not mirror because I set that up in my printer where it's automatically mirror. So here is the shirt, guys. As you can see, it's automatically lined up. It's already centered. Pretty cute, right? I love it. I love the color. And do you see, this is why you can offer this as an option. because this is just a regular shirt, you know. Some people don't want to wear a bleach shirt. Some people don't want to wear a white shirt. Some people just want to wear a regular V-neck shirt or a crew neck shirt without bleaching and all that other stuff, right? So let me put it on Miss Peach over here. All right, and let me show you guys her. You're welcome. And there we go. Yep, you can wash it. If I wanted to go put this in the washer right now, I could. There's no setting period. There's no type of design that you would need to put over it or any type of spray or, I don't know, sealing thing. This is it. It's done. And it's within the shirt. Do you see the fabrics? It's dyed the fabric. Okay. Very soft. Very soft. I love it. They're already packed up. I'm sorry. We already packed them up. Okie dokie. So, let's go ahead. I'm sorry. So, let's go ahead and wrap it on up. Tomorrow, we have understanding Canva. So, we'll do some Canva tutorial. We'll do like an Instagram post and a email or Instagram post and I don't know. There's so many different kinds we could do. But we'll understand more about Canva. And then I'm thinking we can do this sunflower necklace because I really want to do it. I already had the thank you cards made. I didn't make them myself. They printed it for me, so I did not make them. I don't sell this shirt. The blank shirts. They're sold out everywhere. So tomorrow we'll do Canva. We'll do like an Instagram post on how you can design an Instagram post. And then we'll do a sunflower necklace. So I'm super excited. We'll do one of the sunflower necklaces with the locket. Cool. All right, guys. So we are headed out. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'm going to go lay down now. And if you have any questions, like I said, email me, Instagram me, DM me, whatever way works for you. And we'll try to help you out the best we can. You're so welcome. All right, see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Bye-bye.